that people that individuals or teams that don't get credit. I think Georgetown basketball doesn't get enough credit as it relates to their impact on Nike's business.
Well, Mr.
I don't think
Thompson was
Sam
great.
Siegel, I don't think you do as well as it relates to your sort of this hidden icon, you know, if you know, you know. But the other one would be STRASSER. And I was wondering if all three of you, including Eugene, could share a little bit about STRASSER and his impact on the industry.
He was a genius in marketing. He was a presence. He was a big guy. When he walks into a room, the room stopped just to hear what he had to say. He was a nice, really guy who helped them get started as far as marketing, as far as doing things. I mean, they made things happen. So for some reason, I got along really well with him. And he'd come to New York. He said, "Okay, Siegel, let's have some lunch." He never had money on him. I had to buy him lunch. I mean, it was the greatest thing to see. But
we were sales, Sam. Sales always had to pick up the tab, Sam.
Yeah, but he I'll tell you what, between Philip Knight and Rob STRASSER, yeah, genius. I mean, Philip was a genius in what he did. And STRASSER was a genius in marketing and the energy and the direction and what his thinking. He was unbelievable. And I you know what? I felt proud to be part of that group. I didn't fit, but I was really happy to be part of that group.
Sam, I'm going to disagree with you. You more than fit. You more than fit. They needed you on that wall. They wanted you on that wall.
How about you, Jerry? What's your thoughts on STRASSER?
STRASSER, my first sales meeting, I'm coming down an escalator and there's Robbie with a straw hat on, a Hawaiian shirt, and he had to be 6'4", 6'5", 350 pounds.
Yeah.
Just boisterous. And I said, I don't know who that guy is, but I like him. Because at the time, and Gene may remember, at that time, every sales meeting, I was in a Hawaiian shirt, you know, from the culture that I came from, the surf culture. And so,
was he a lawyer?
Yes, he was actually. Go ahead, Sam.
Well, he was Nike's attorney that when Nike was getting the shoes from Tiger, they had the license and they broke the contract, Tiger, and he won the lawsuit, and they got $1 million, and they were able to keep the names of the shoes. Not the shoes, but that started Nike, and it was Blue Ribbon Sports before that.
Right. Gene, you must have a STRASSER story.
Well, yes, I do, and it's no surprise that to me that Sam got along with Rob and Jerry as well. I'm sorry, Bob. For me, when he started Van Grack, you guys remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He pulled me to the side. It was like, I see you, and we doing something in DC. You would kill it, and you know, maybe not on the level of Sam, but I had a loyalty to Nike as well. Again, optics aside, they were the best show in town. Some of the most creative people. They challenged me in ways that were not necessarily my comfort zone. But again, my background, my DNA was built for that. But STRASSER hit me up on the Van Grack tip, and there was a scenario early on in my career, and a lot of people had this happen to them at Nike. You were literally told you were going to be fired the next day, and that happened to me. And you know, STRASSER was one of the few cats that I had spoken to prior to taking the job, so he was my short list. So I hit him up to let him know what I was going through, and he basically said, "You can handle it. Go through it. Do what you need to do. Dot your I's, cross your T's. Contact all your people. Let them know how you're." He just gave me what I needed at that time, which was basically look in the mirror. It's on you. Make it work. Make it do. But yeah, just an incredible human being, kind, thoughtful, and I don't have too many of those stories at Nike where somebody just pulled me to the side, and I'm probably guilty for that because I'm not very good at asking for help. But he was just one of those guys that stepped in without a hitch.